Hey guys, hey gals, great to have you on the call tonight. Thank you so much for supporting the Sunday evening call. Val Smith popping in here tonight along with Tracy Jameson, and we're gonna take you through a little journey tonight about making money. There's so many people in the online world right now that are chasing a dream, looking for a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And for many of these people, they'll find themselves spending money, spending money, spending money, spending money, but they will be missing a couple of the key ingredients in order to get to where it is they want to go. So tonight I'm going to lay something down for you right now based on the fact that one of the big words out there in the industry is duplication. People have been throwing the word duplication around for years. And in my 47 years of being in this industry, the only thing I've ever seen duplicated successfully is failure. And I'm not saying that to be rude or to be mischievous in any way. It's my truth. That's just a truth that I hold. I haven't seen it work accordingly. So what I discovered along the way is that people are not duplicatable, but systems are. And when I saw this system, or the other side of this system about 23, 24 weeks ago, I realized we were on to something here. There's a company that's been out there for about 8 years. People rocked it out back in 2019, 2020. It was based on everything I'm going to share with you tonight, except for a couple little things. That might not sound right, but a couple of things we added to this. We turned an 8-year-old company onto like a steroid marketing system, so to speak. They had their basic, marketing platform. And we found a way after looking at this about 23, 24 weeks ago to say, oh my gosh, there's an incredible opportunity to enhance, make better, help people make some serious money if that's what they want to do. So if we had this system, if we could go back 10 years ago, 15 years ago with this marketing system, and you were all smart enough to take advantage of what I'm going to show you tonight, and if I was smart enough to take advantage of it, the industry would have been ready for this. The industry was ready to take action. Now people are cynical, skeptical, jaded. They pull back, they resist. They usually actually, believe it or not, this is a bold statement, but they actually resist what could be the answer to everything they've been looking for. So it's kind of like the old story of the millionaire that sent his butler out to give $1 million away. It took him like 16 people to accept $1 million because people were cynical, skeptical, and jaded. They just thought it was a joke, right? What's the scam behind this? And there was no scam, just give away $1 million. At least that's the old folklore that I heard many years ago. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but it sounds really good. So anyhow, here's a concept that launched back in 2018, took the network marketing industry by storm, apparently, 2019, 2020. Three guys that got into the system. The only reason why they made this type of money you're looking at right now, there's only one reason why. And I'll tell you, not everyone would be smart enough to figure this out. I know exactly why because I know these guys personally. I have the ability to talk to them. The reason why these guys were able to pull off $400,000 plus in a small $30 business opportunity. Did you hear what I just said there? A small $30 a month business opportunity. I added a month to it. These guys walked out with over $400,000. One actually walked out in 1.9 million. Absolutely insane, true story. And the reason why they were able to do that is because they realized that the industry needed this tool. Everybody needed this tool. You'll understand it in a second. And they had the list. They had the list to blow this up. And those that don't have a list, those that don't have a buyer's list or a networker's list or a list that's familiar with you or a list that you have the ability to send offers to anytime, any day of the week, you're going to struggle. And a lot of the people are telling you to sit on Facebook and sit on social media and post and like and do love hearts and do whatever. You all don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. It's not duplicatable. All right. Social media is not duplicatable. Sitting there is duplicatable, but that's only going to lead to failure, right? So that reinforces what I said earlier. The only thing ever duplicated was failure. But if people could literally separate themselves from the social media mythology out there and they could just sit at home in front of their computer in the driver's seat and have these tools to build the business and fine tuned. It's not going to be instant. For some of us, it is instant, but for the average person, it's not going to be instant because you're always fine tuning. You're changing little spectrums of the canvas. It's like you're painting a picture and you say, "No, I don't like that." So you'll eliminate things, a process of elimination. And it's like a motor vehicle, a fine-tuned motor vehicle. It's exactly what it is. You got to tune it. You got to take it out there, a race car, whatever it is. You're always tuning and making better to optimize the performance. So it's not like, hey man, I sent out an email and I didn't get any luck. Hey man, I put out these reels, I didn't get any luck. Hey man, I put out a story, I didn't get any luck. Hey man, I posted on my wall, I didn't get any luck. Most people won't even post on their wall. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why people are not getting any luck is because they are not consistent and they're not replicating the process and they're not fine tuning. Okay, so three guys coming out of an internet $30 business opportunity with this type of money is absolutely insane. Okay, and I'm going to take you through the journey right now, and I'm going to show you where we modified an original company that's been around through for 8 years, and it's gone through an ownership change. The original owner flipped the company, and I look at this as the 2.0 version. Okay. So when you join forces with us, I got involved in this with Campbell Scott, a few months ago. When you join forces with us, what we did is we built out an independent marketing system. Everything that you're seeing right here, right now, the first page I showed you, the 400,000, company doesn't have that. So what we did is we joined the company and then we built our own marketing funnel, created our own storylines, but we're using the company as the back end. They have the tools that we need, want, desire. They just don't have the marketing. And we have that. So we built this funnel out. When I say we, Tracy and I, and Campbell was a massive part of it. Here's what we built out. Okay. We went out and got a domain name, seven figure club dot online. Okay, so we needed our own domain name. We wanted to separate ourselves a little bit from the company, and then we placed our marketing system on that domain. And what we built in the domain system is our own autonomous live online site that was installed with an AI sales agent on the front page that presents, closes, trains, handles back office support, marketing, and much more. You can ask Donna AI anything you want. Okay, in regards to the business opportunity, you're going to have an opportunity while you're sleeping to allow your prospects to capitalize on Donna answering any questions they want to come up with. I mean, anything. You can try it out yourself. We created AI custom email swipes along with AI training. We created these micro videos that I am using. Like, man, if I had micro videos, I'll show them to you tonight. I'm going to take you in the back office of this marketing system a little bit tonight. And if you had these marketing videos 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you'd be making well over $100,000 a year online. And some of you would be making a whole lot more than that. All right. These are my communication tools. I don't have a lot of time. When somebody asks me for information, I'm not going to do what marketers do that usually fail. I'm not going to send them a link to my company website. You don't do that. You don't send somebody a link to a company website. You send them a link to a funnel system. All right. Or you can substitute that and take it to a unexpected, unpredictable next level that I've been using in order to close a lot of deals. Brought over 60 people in using micro videos, and I'll show them to you tonight. So when somebody asks me for information, I'll post a question out there. All right, and I can come up with something here probably in the next 60 seconds. Here, let me just do this for you real quickly because some of you are probably saying, "Give me an example of a question." Okay, here's something that I put on my wall. This one's not even a question, but check this out. So I put passive micro videos that pay me a silly several $100s a week. Nothing wrong with that. Comment lunch money. $700 a week. What's that? That's some pretty good money, right? That's got to be paying you close to 4,000 or what, 30, $2,800 a month. They're close to $3,000. That would be really good money and a $30 business opportunity, but we can take it to another level. So when people say, lunch money, when they comment lunch money, I send them a video. I don't send them a link to a website. I don't send them to a funnel. I don't send them to a capture page. I send them a video. and I can show you the videos that I send them. And I could send them two videos, I could send them three. And the reason why I have no objections to sending them a video, I'm not sending them a 45-minute, hour and a half Zoom call. I'm sending them a 23-second video, a 46-second video, or a 2-minute and 2-second video, always under 3 minutes. And it basically captivates, and these are AI videos, content professionally written by AI. All right. Fabulous content there that psychologically stimulates these people to want more information, especially when you got a product like this. For a health and nutritional company, might be a little bit harder because with health and nutrition, a lot of people don't see that as a, as an important need in their life right now today. But when you're hitting the right people that are looking for lunch money, and you have a tool that will start turning their internet connection, their networking systems, or whatever business they're in into positive cash flow, people are looking for tools. And one of the tools that people would be looking for are micro videos. Why do I say that? Because people would love to be able just to shoot out all these videos to different people or post all these videos out there in different Facebook groups or, in Instagram or whatever communities they're in. And when people watch these videos, they work at a subconscious level. They were designed to work at a subconscious level. And if you know anything about sales, you don't sell at a conscious level, you sell at a subconscious level. So that's what's going to close the deal. So many of you that are sitting on this call right now, you asked me for information. And I didn't sit and phone you get on the phone, and I didn't sit and text you and we got into a big text chat for 15 minutes. I sent you all a video. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. And then you checked out the videos, you were psychologically stimulated, and you came back to me and you asked me for my link. If I had this 15 years ago, 10 years ago, where I could send out a 23-second video, a 46-second video, and have thousands of people ask me for my link, I wouldn't be on this call tonight. You know what I'm saying? And neither would you. You'd be cashing in big time. So we've got all the AI custom email swipes. We got the micro videos. We got the private Facebook group to support. We got weekly live Q&A. And if you go to the private Facebook group, you can see what I'm doing there too. I'm posting, and then what I'm doing is I'm following up with videos. Go in there and see how many videos I put in there, or how many times I posted a video in there. People are asking me for information all the time in a multitude of Facebook groups, all because of these videos. It's really cool. And then this system that Tracy built out with the help of Campbell and myself, it's a self-replicating AI marketing system, a separate funnel. All right? And it'll do all the work for you. The company doesn't even have this. The mothership doesn't even have this. And they should. They should be coming to us right now saying, "Hey, we'd like to buy out your marketing system." Because their stuff is outdated. Their stuff's from 2018. They've got a website, but they've got some features here that we need, want, desire, and love in order to make our independent marketing system rock. We have high impact video emails. There's a company out there called Talk Fusion. It had a little bit of a run years ago, did really well, came back out of the woodwork about 6 months ago again in a little pre-launch, and now it's quiet again. All right? Because they're charging people a couple hundred or $700 to get involved in that. We've got video emails for free. you know? So here's some of the templates. Campbell might want to talk about these tonight at some point. These are just the humorous ones. All right. So now what I want to do is I just want to get into the name of the company. I didn't really name the company at the beginning of the presentation. I told you we're Seven Figure Club Online. All right. Sevenfigureclub.online. That's who we are as an independent distributor group, but we are using My Lead Gen Secret as a back end. Now, many people are familiar with My Lead Gen Secret. They said, "Oh yeah, I heard that company. I tried the leads. They were no good." It's not that the leads are no good. It's that they sucked at marketing. I have no problem telling you that right now. I'm just being honest with you because we are seeing the results. We're seeing the clicks. We're seeing the open rates. And when you have a mechanism like this for $1 a day, you can email out thousands of people for $1 a day. I spent $9,784 or whatever it was on lead gen within 1 week. Dropped $9,784 within 1 week with a couple companies out there on the internet. got nothing in return, not one sign up for under 10 grand. I discovered that most lead systems out there on the internet today, not yesterday, but today are bogus. They're using bots, they're using fake traffic, and it's just a great way to milk people for clicks. The clicks that are meaningless, the opt ins that are meaningless, all robotic. All right. Here, we're making contact with people. How do I know that? Because we're physically getting them to buy in to My Lead Gen Secret. We've had a few signups already from the lists that we're getting that are buying into My Lead Gen Secret because we have the funnel now. Company never had the funnel back in 2018. They never had an autoresponder. They never had anything other than, hey, we've got the tools. You guys go out there and figure out how to market it now. And now we can rock it out. So what makes My Lead Gen Secret special now? Well, they changed ownership. So now it's 2.0, new ownership. A couple small changes there. And what they're supplying us independently, which I could never do even back in 2001, I could never get people 100 drip fed business opportunity leads for $1 a day. There's no way I could do that. And I was spending $11,000 a month buying inventory of leads to give with new signups in my $499 Mentors in Motion program back in the day. Uh, but here's a really cool thing. Today, I don't know how these guys are doing it. Other company owners don't know how they're doing it, but they're giving us 100 drip feds. So every morning or afternoon or evening, every 24 hours, you will have 100 business opportunity seekers in your back office. And if you happen to invite one person to the party and they enroll in this concept that I'm sharing with you tonight, just one, you activate one person here, they will give you another 100 leads a day. So you'll go from 100 to 200. All right. And then what do you do with these leads? Somebody asked me, they said, okay, so if I'm getting 100 or 200 leads a day, what do I do with them? Do I go to my email address and start independently writing letters to 100 people a day? No, it gets way better than that. We have a done for you bulk emailing platform. Okay. Just push and play. Couple little pushes here, couple little plays here, and boom, you can bulk email out. There is a back end in the back office. Not only do you get your 100 to 200 leads every day, depending on where you qualify at, but there's a mechanism where you can just transfer those leads into a bulk emailer every single day. You can bulk email out to up to 200,000 people a day. You don't have to sit there and do anything other than just click, 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 click. We can show you how to do that. Not here tonight, but we can show you how to do that. In the week, we'll open up the back and show you how the bulk emailer works, and boom, you're ready to go. But the key component to the bulk emailing system outside of the leads, you see, what we discovered is My Lead Gen Secret has excelled at doing their job. They deliver the mail. We see the clicks. We see the open rates. We see the real people. We see some real signups. But the key is, what are you as the messenger relaying to the people that are opting in? You see, a lead is only as good as the communicator. A bunch of marketers that don't know what they're doing send out links. Just keep sending out link to the company website and, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't want to do that. You want to create proper scripts. You want to create proper subject lines. You want to create proper content that will psychologically empower, seduce, and create an irresistible offer so people want to explore. And you all know this. You see everybody pitching deals in your newsfeed on Facebook. How many times do you go check out their deals? Chances are slim and none. I don't check out anyone's deals because their sales pitches on Facebook absolutely suck. They spam the daylights out of people. They talk the same stuff. It's the same language, the same repetitive, BS crap that we've been hearing for 10 years. You've got to create something unique, fun, and exciting. And what I'm doing is I'm using AI to compensate for my weakness. I have great ideas inside my head, but I'm not an articulate writer. So what I do is I take out all the great ideas in my head, psychological, components that would stimulate somebody, throw them into AI, throw them even in my cell phone, or I use Meta most of the time, right in Messenger. I'll do a video on that and show you how to do that too. And just get it to rewrite. So it rewrites everything. So it looks like it's professional copy written by, $100,000 a month copywriter. So you might not be a big marketing guru. You probably don't know the transitional phrases, the key words that psychologically trigger people. Marketing, let me tell you what marketing is really like. And I want you to think about yourself right now. Do any of you think that you could walk into a group of people? There's two, three, 400 people in a room. How many of you are suave enough to walk out of there with at least 5 dates if you wanted to? How many of you have the ability to get 5 people interested in dating you if you were single? Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to, affect your marriage or anything like that. I'm just saying, do you have the communication skills? Do you have the psychological, charismatic charm and vigor to psychologically stimulate somebody to want to, pursue you? Well, marketing is exactly like that. It's an intellectual concept that would have to psychologically stimulate somebody to want to do business with you, to want to see what it is you have to offer. You've got to become intriguing, irresistible. So people are just foaming at the mouth to check your offer out. And by sending somebody a stupid link to a company website, hey, check out my business. Hey, I'm in the home based business industry. I thought maybe you'd like one too. I mean, that is absolutely beyond mentally comprehend. I can't even mentally comprehend that. That's just irresponsible. All right. And if any of you are doing that, it's not your fault. It's just you've been taught by the wrong people. A lot of people come into the industry, they're new, they don't know the industry well, and they start posting things and they say, oh, well, this is not working for me. It sucks. It doesn't work. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that, like the person that goes to try to get a date, they totally suck. They bring nothing to the table intellectually stimulating that would cause another human being to be attracted to them. So the only way to compensate for that is you better be really damn good looking, and keep your mouth shut after that because it's not going to work. So think about. Here's one of the things I want you to think about on tonight's call. Think about the last thing you bought and why did you buy it? And I'm going to talk about that a little bit on tonight's call too, because there's one word that's missing in this industry, that's missing in marketing that people aren't putting an emphasis on. And I'll talk about that tonight too. So you've got 100 to 200 leads every day coming in. You don't have to go out and get them. They're waiting for you. You have a bulk emailing platform. Click, 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 boom, send. Does the work. You have the AI components to rewrite subject lines, anything you want, content. $5 monthly residual income. So there's an actual pay plan. You see, my lead gen had a pay plan. This is how these guys are making $400,000 plus. My lead gen had a pay plan, and it pays out 5 levels, and I'll touch on the 5 levels here shortly. And this is really cool for me. I'm a strategist. You might not understand what I'm going to say here right now, but a lot of companies, they ask you for your personal private information. They want you to send a utility bill in, your credit card, yeah, no, your credit card, I'm sorry, your driver's license in, your banking information in. They want you to do all that stuff. I think that's a right to privacy issue. I really do. But hey, I'm different from everybody else. Now, the world doesn't think like I do. So here, what I love about it is they will send you a check for your commission if you request your commission, or PayPal you the money, or send it to you in Bitcoin. Those are really cool. Those are right to privacy. I don't have to fill out any information and give them any data about who I am, what I'm all about, and whether I'm spending $700 a month on my utility bill or not. They don't need to see that. They don't need a bank statement. I don't want people knowing my personal private information. This is cool. I respect this. Plus, little bonus, they have a fast action takers tour bonus, whatever, and they pay you a $100 bonus for every 5 sales you generate within 7 days. So tonight is Sunday. Whatever you generate from Sunday to next Monday, not tomorrow Monday, but next Monday, I think it is, or I believe I have that right. They will give you a $100 bonus. We've done that 3 or 4 or 5 times. Can't even remember. But you bring 5 people in a week, you get an extra $100 on top of your already existing commissions. All right. So people often ask me, you come on these calls and you talk about people making $400,000 and stuff like that. Give us proof. All right. What's the proof? I want proof. I just don't want to hear some stiff on a Zoom call telling me that, oh, people made $400,000 plus. Where's the proof? The picture you're seeing right there in front of you is an actual screenshot through a computer monitor. That's why it looks like a fingerprint there. You kind of have all the, the little ripples in there because somebody took a phone and took a picture of a computer monitor and showed the back office. So one of the guys there made $195,000. So you can add this up in your head. There's $195,000 and got paid out in commissions on a little $30 a month program. Tools that everybody in the industry needs, whether they say they don't need it or not. That's because they're in denial and they're not smart enough to figure it out yet. Here's another one, $109,000. Okay. Here's another one. So these are three guys. So there's 300,000. And then here's another one. 94,000. The guy with the 109,000 actually turned out to be 115,000. All right. And 94,000. So there's roughly, $400,000 uh, plus. Okay. But one of these guys pulled off a major coup. This is brilliant. This is one of the most incredible strategic moves I've ever seen somebody do in an MLM before. Never seen this in my life. Okay? And I've been around for 47 years. This is what he did. Remember, I told you they'll pay you by check, they'll pay you by PayPal, they'll pay you in Bitcoin. Well, one of the guys wasn't in any need of any money. He was making huge money on the internet anyhow. So he was just kind of using this little program I'm showing you for $30 a month as a baby feeder program. Just because he knew everybody in the industry needed a bulk email and they knew they needed leads. Because the only ones that are making money on the internet are the guys with lists, the gals with lists. People that don't have lists, people that don't have family and friends that are buying into what they're doing, they're stuck. They're sitting on, you know, Facebook showing pictures of pizza sauce or something like that. All right. Check out this guy right here. I know him personally. I'm not going to mention his name, but he joined my lead gen secret without any marketing tools that I'm showing you tonight. Just a plain basic website. Hit up his list, started bringing hundreds, thousands of people in, started building a massive organization, made $115,000 in commissions, right? Within like a year and a little bit. He told the company just to send me my commissions in Bitcoin. I really don't need the money. I'm just using this as a little, side gig, side hustle. Don't really care if it works or if it doesn't. They sent him his $115,000. He let the money sit in cold storage. It's a wallet, it's a crypto wallet. He took Bitcoin. He didn't take PayPal like the others did. He didn't take a check. He took Bitcoin and he didn't touch it. He just let it sit there like throwing something in the closet and letting it sit for 6 years and saying, "Oh, look, I just went in the closet and I found this." Well, he went into cold storage back in May and his Bitcoin, his $115,000 in Bitcoin turned out to be $1.96 million. His Bitcoin from 2019 exploded to 2025, May 2025. He had just under $2 million sitting there. Now, just imagine if he didn't spend 30 bucks to get into this little lead program. Just imagine if he didn't hit up his list and bring in a few thousand people who brought in hundreds of people who brought in hundreds of people that manifested $115,000. Just imagine none of that happened. He wouldn't have had $1.9 million. How many people do you know on the internet would be smart enough to take 30 bucks and, treat it like Monopoly money or some little game that you played when you were an 8-year-old kid and turn it into $1.9 million? I mean, I got to tip my hat to him. Absolutely brilliant strategy. And there's his back office too, right? So we have a self-funding option. What's the self-funding mean? It means I always tell people you can get involved in this without taking in any money out of your pocket. Why do I say that? Technically, you're taking money out of your pocket because you are getting hit on your credit card the very first month. But if you do what some of us did and start building it a little bit, put a little bit of effort and energy into it, don't just sign up and screw around on the internet with a bunch of, you know, people that aren't productive. Start posting, start shooting the videos, start doing what I'm doing. You don't have to shoot videos. I mean, shoot the videos out that I'm going to give you tonight. If you take the marketing system offer up, um, and start making money. People that aren't making money in this, I can tell who's working the program and who's not. People that are not making money in this program, One of two reasons. Number one, they don't want this program to make them money. They just want this program to market other things. Or number two, they're just asleep on the internet. They're not sharing it. They're not sharing it like I do. Every single day, I'm posting videos. I'm getting people. You don't get 70, 80 signups being quiet about it. I have nothing to be quiet about here. I'm doing the program. It's not that I'm any better than anyone else. It's just I'm sending out the video 5, 6 times a day to people, asking for information. And out of 5 people, I'm signing 2 of them up. Why am I only signing 2 up? Because they're smart and the other ones aren't. The other 3 aren't that smart. I'm not saying that to be offensive or rude. I'm just saying they shouldn't be on the internet trying to make money if they're not going to use the tools. You got to have a list. You got to have traffic viewing your offer every single day. And if you think Facebook's going to do that for you, you got another thing coming. That's one of the worst things you can do is sit on Facebook and pretend you're making money. All right? This company pays out 5 levels deep. It's not a binary, it's not a matrix, it's a unilevel. Just level 1, level 2, level 3. Anyone that falls on level 1, you make $5. Anyone that falls on level 2, you make $4. Anyone that falls on level 3, you make $3. Anyone that falls on level 4, $2. Anyone that falls on level 5, $1. So you could have a whole bunch of people at $5, a whole bunch of people at $4, a whole bunch of people at 3. You won't even know 90% of the people. Company pays out $15 out of the 30 coming in. Okay? So that's how you make your account self-funding. When you're making $300, $400, $500 a week, $300, $400, $500 a month, the $30 that you put into this every single month is just coming out of your profit. You know what I'm saying? It's self-funding. It's a joke, really. I mean, this is a joke. It's one of the best kept secrets on the internet. And for those that know about it, they're not smart enough to figure it out. When Campbell showed this to me, and he can tell you right now, he didn't sell me on this. He had the right guy in front of him because I didn't sit there and say, oh, can you tell me how this works? And can you tell me how that works? And can you tell me how that works? He just explained this to me in about, he just got started, 15, 20 seconds went by, and then 30 seconds went by, and I told him to stop. Don't talk to me anymore. Shut it down. And then I told him, imagine this, imagine this, imagine this, imagine. I saw this thing in the first 15 seconds. I saw this thing as being one of the best things I've ever seen in my life on the internet for $30 a month. Doing all the work for me, bulking, sending out the emails for me. I just knew that I had to be better at creating the content so people would buy. It's not that the company has to get people to buy. I, the promoter, have to psychologically put the right content in there to get people to buy. The company does their thing. They deliver all the traffic to the store. I got to make sure my store is equipped with the right things people want. And most people suck at that on the internet. And I'm not trying to be rude again. I'm just telling you it's the truth. Most people's offers on the internet are absolutely pathetic. And it's not their fault. It's just they're just buying into something that another broken marketer told them. That's all. So it can get fun. It can get pretty exciting. So the $100 cash bonuses come in pretty handy. And I can't believe Siegfried's on here right now. I just had the privilege of meeting him, and he's been in this program for a few years. And a few of you that are on this call have been in this program for 3, 4, 5 years. And so what's my point? My point is, why are people still on the program 3, 4, 5 years spending $30 a month? Because they're looking to unlock the code. And I think Tracy Campbell and I unlocked the code by building this marketing system out, spending the money to do it and putting the marketing system out. If the company had this marketing system that we put together, 7figureclub.online in 2018, they would have had 3, 4, 5 million people on board. They had nothing other than a bulk email and 100 leads. They had a basic website that wouldn't stimulate a frog as far as I'm concerned, and too much busy content, but that's okay. We just found a way to take it, clean it up, and take what had so much massive potential. We took a raw diamond and turned it into a sparkling diamond. It's beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. All right. So anyhow, I'll just go through this really quick. To register, You're just going to go, this is what you're going to see when you go to the website. You're going to go through all this stuff here. You're going to fill in your information. I'm blowing through it quick. You're going to get 100 opportunity leads, automatic. Once you sign in, the leads are there for you. Should you invite somebody into this program that I just shared with you tonight, your leads go to 200. So I'm actually getting 6,000 instead of 3,000 a month, or I'm getting 72,000 a year leads. All right. And I can just keep hammering them on anything and fine tuning and changing and connecting until I find the magic formula to get these people to bite. All right. It's amazing. Like, this is crazy. I can't believe, I mean, this is $1,000 business opportunity all day long for 30 bucks. All right. Something I want to show you here. And then we're done this part. And I'm going to show you something else. Okay. So look at the bottom here. $1 a day bulk emailer drives BizOp traffic to your offers. We did a beta test, send out 400 leads, 0711, so July 11th, 2025, just a little while ago. And it was really cool because we had 53 opens, 7 clicked, 13% open rate. That was pretty good. So imagine being able to do this every single day. Once you go to a solo ad provider or a traffic provider or something that promises you clicks in your business, you're going to throw them 180 bucks or 360 bucks or $75. Then you're only going to get one shot for that money. You get to roll the dice once. Here, I'm going to spend $1 and I'm not rolling the dice once. I can roll the dice as many times as I want. I have the bulk emailing system. I have the leads. I can go back and send them out again tomorrow and send them back out again the next day. Send them back out again the next day. I control for $1, not 180 bucks, not 360 bucks, not 75 bucks, whatever they're asking for. I control everything. All right. So here's another one we did. Only sent out 100 leads. Check this out. July 9th, 2025. Right content went out. Only 100 leads. So out of 100 leads, 48 people opened, 24 clicked, 48% open rate. All right. CTR 50%. I mean, that's brilliant. So that tells me, that verifies and validates the delivery is happening. Now, the only weakness was the content. Who created the content? Was it the company? No. Who was it? Would have been me, would have been you, would have been him or her. That was the downfall, if there is a downfall. All right. The only downfall you'll ever find here is the creator of the content, not the leads or not the bulk emailing system. All right. That's pretty cool. So, in a nutshell, to get your first 100 leads, you can join instantly and start fine tuning. This is a process. It's not an overnight. You're not going to be an overnight success story. It's going to take a few days, going to take a few weeks, could take a few months, could take you a year, depending on where you're at. Are you even giving it any attention? Or are you going to put it in the back burner after you spend money on it and you're going to go off and do 6 or 7 other things and just let it sit in the attic for a while? That's totally up to you. All right. All right. So I'm not going to share this part anymore. I'm going to share something else with you now. All right. So in a nutshell, that's what we got going on here. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty fun. I think it's pretty exciting. And I know it works. All right. And some of you know it works as well. Okay. Let me see if I can share something else with you. Okay. Here we go. So in the back of the marketing system, not in the back of the company website, not in the back of my lead gen secret, but here's the 7-figure. You can see at the top, 7figureclub.online. Okay, so what you're looking at right now, I can go through any of these. There's banners, right? There's some banners you can use if you're putting stuff out there on the internet. I'm not going to go through everything. But this is what I wanted to show you here, because sometimes people ask me, hey, I got the 7-figure online, funnel, but I don't know where anything is. Well, if you want to know where anything is, you just either click home, account, leads, promote. Okay. Even somebody like me that's, 62 years old, doesn't know what he's doing, totally technologically challenged in every way possible. Even I know how to click on that and then click on this. All right. So anyhow, under email swipes, free graphics, free image hosting. I mean, these are things you can just go check things out yourself. There's the letters, 14-day auto responding series if you want to set up your own autoresponder, or you can use ours. Ours will be going active. I'll let Tracy talk about that. All right. So here's a tutorial on how to set things up. All right. How to use images in the email. So if you want to put an image in the email, this will explain it to you right there. Click here for instructions. Boom. Everything's here to turn this into a turnkey system. All you need to do is just take, a little bit of time, find one day in the week, take an hour and just go through this. But this is what I wanted to show you. This is all I'm doing. I'm not the best marketer in the world, but this is producing for me. Okay, here's some of the images. All right. These are the GIFs, like almost like a little short video, right? How to use images in MLGS mailings. Click here for instructions so you can learn how to use these right here. All right. Little GIF. You've seen how a GIF works, or a GIF, call it whatever you want. All right, I call it a GIF. You can see there. Total instructions on how to make that work to your advantage. Putting that in the content. But this is what's doing it for me. This is what's brought in, almost 80 signups. These videos. Now, you see these videos here? They're titled. This is the story about the Bitcoin 1.9 million in Bitcoin. This is a great video. This was one of the first videos I think we created. All right. So if you want the YouTube link, see this YouTube? Click here. I'm not going to do it. I can click on there and it'll take me to YouTube. So you can get the YouTube link. Or you can do this. Here's the video file. Right click, save link as. And I save these in my phone. I've got these in my phone because I just pop them into Messenger and I'm sending them to people. All right. And then once you save them on your phone, they're in your phone. So you can just go to your photographs in your phone and somebody says, "Hey, can you give me information?" Yeah. And here's my favorite. This is my lead up. This one right here. this one crushes. All right. Right here. This $1 a day, right here, the girl with the yellow shirt right here. That's my go-to. Then from there, this one. 7 keys to marketing. That's number 2. And number 3 for me is this one right here. Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm selling something a little bit different. So my conversations might be a little bit different from yours when people still ask me questions. I'm just telling people, I'm just sending out these videos and I'm making lunch money. You know what I'm saying? Just tell people, hey, easy, $300, $400, $500 a week. Is that a lot of money? No, but it's a lot better than sitting on Facebook. It's $2,000 USD a month, right? And if you're living in a foreign country, multiply that times your currency exchange rate, you got a little extra money. But all I'm telling people is I'm building MLGS strictly through tools that MLGS does not have. And the tools that I'm using are these videos. So I send this one out right here. This is my go-to. This is my superstar quarterback right here. I send that out, and then you know what comes back to me next? Sometimes nothing. Because not everyone's intelligently smart when it comes to business. If you watch that video and you have just a little fraction of a spark of business acumen, you're going to say this video's kick butt. All right? It explains everything. Like to have all this for $1 a day. And I'm going to stay on this page for a second because I want to tell you something, okay? To stay on that for $1 a day, that's crazy. And it explains a whole lot more. Psychologically, it's selling at a subconscious level. Campbell pulled off a major coup with that. I'm going to give him credit for that. And then what I do after what they do after they see this video or 2 of the videos I send them, they come back and they ask me, "You didn't send me the link. I want to join." So I'll get probably 6 out of 10 people that'll say, "Send me the link. I want to join," after watching that little video. Now, here's the funny thing. When they say they're going to join, I look and they don't join right away. And I scratch my head and I go back to them. I say, did you get started in the business yet? Didn't see you in the back office. They say, no, not yet, but I'm going to join. And so some of these people, they'll kind of take you through a little dog and pony show. But I had one person that joined yesterday that was supposed to join 6 days ago, but they joined yesterday. I didn't know that until you go in the back office to see. But they promised me they're going to join. But sometimes that means 4, 5, 6 days. Sometimes it means 4 or 5 minutes. Sometimes it means 2 or 3 days. Sometimes it might mean 2 or 3 weeks. I've had people that said, "Hey, I'm going to join you," but they need 3, 4 weeks to do it. Whatever it is, they're just waiting for money to come in, the end of the month, whatever it is. I mean, $30 isn't going to break them, but to some people, that's a little bit of a struggle, right? So these videos are doing all the work for me. And they're not even coming to a Zoom call, believe it or not. I use the video. Oh, Val, where's your link? So I have to send them my link. All right. Now, I want to tell you something here, and then I'm pretty much done talking tonight. Campbell might want to throw a couple things in here for you. I know I'm keeping you on here long, but everything I'm showing you tonight is an absolute blueprint to making money. Like if you just do exactly what it is I'm doing and saying, you're going to make money, you're going to get signups. Unless the people don't like you. Hopefully they like you. Be kind and be considerate and you know, um, guide them a little bit, right? But the videos do it all. Just tell people I'm using these videos. So when people ask me about this company, I am using these videos to sign up on average, 3, 4, 5 people a week, 7, 8, 9 people a week. And then some weeks it'll be 2 people. Some weeks it'll be 3 people. But if everybody replicated what I just showed you tonight, if you all just started using these videos, whether it be posting in your profile page or posting these videos out there in groups, nobody has these videos. The company doesn't even have these videos. These are ours. We created them. The world hasn't seen these videos yet. Less than 1,000 people have probably seen these videos. I'm thinking, all right, just rough draft thinking. But we own them. We created them. They're our content. The company is not even allowed to use these. Now, this is what I wanted to tell you. The key to marketing. I'm going to give you the holy grail here right now about how human beings work. Every marketer in the world should be on this call tonight because I'm going to tell you what the holy grail is. If you want somebody to do something, if I want you to do something for me, and I'm a stranger to some of you on this call, but if I want you to do something for me, whether we're strangers or not, if you want somebody to sign up in your program, if you want somebody to sign up in your program sooner than later, doesn't matter what the company is, doesn't matter what the product is. If you want a human being to do something for you, use your own mind and think about what you would like somebody to do for you that they normally won't do by just asking them. Do you want them to take action? If you want somebody to take action, say, this is what I'd like you to do right now. And in return, here is the guaranteed reward you're going to receive. People want rewards. I'm not talking about a reward on a poster wanted $100,000, for finding this particular person, although that works, right? That's an incredible reward. But realistically, why do you put gas in your car? The reward is you get to go to a certain destination, the store, to work, to whatever it is. You know, what's the reward of buying a car? You're not stuck at home. You're able to leverage your life into various, locations. What's the reward of going to a restaurant? It's a real treat to eat out, but at the same time, the human body needs nutrition, needs food. You're rewarding yourself. If you want to study the power of a reward system, I could give you so many examples, but I think you're all smart enough to be on for those of you that are on this call tonight, to know what the reward could be for anything. The reason why people might not gravitate to an MLM program or an affiliate program and they might join a crypto deal is because of the reward. What's the reward? Couple marketers out there on the internet that are kind of unethical will tell you things like this. If you join my business opportunity, I've got 75 people in my holding tank. I'll put them underneath you right now. You will start making money. Join my program. So, what does that mean? It means all of a sudden the program has no meaning to you, but the reward was I will allow my credit card to be whacked if the manipulator, usually somebody conning you, really puts 75 people underneath you. And then when they don't put the 75 people underneath you because they're using that same line on, two or 300 other people, kind of bullshitting them a little bit, you're going to be disappointed. That's the bad taste the industry gives you left in your mouth because of somebody that was, not being straight up. The reward in binary marketing systems is spillover. If you get in the program, you'll have 3,000 people in this leg, and you build the other leg. So that's a psychological enticement too, right? But there are so many in the marketing industry that you can think of. If you don't have a reward, you're going to have a hard time. So one of the big rewards is Texit Coin. That's out there in the internet right now. You heard it, Texit Coin. It's out there in the internet right now, or crypto programs. The reason why they pull in so many people is because they are tapping into the subconscious mind. I want something for nothing. I'm willing to take $1,000 out for this, but I would not take that same $1,000 out for that. So they take the $1,000 out for this because the promoter told them that in return for taking your $1,000 out, you can sit on your couch, stay in bed and be brain dead, be hooked up to intravenous tubes or whatever it is you want. Don't do anything. And when you decide to wake up, you will have a fabulous return on your funds. Whether that's true or false, that's not what I'm talking about. It's true in a lot of cases and it's false in a lot of cases. Again, depending on the program. So the reward is whatever the reward is, but that's the psychological enticement. If you want to make $1 million online, create an incredible reward system that is guaranteed, a guaranteed reward. So I'll give you an example. So if I said to people, if I did a promotion tonight and I said, for everyone that comes to the Zoom call tonight just to hear me shoot the breeze for 45 minutes or 60 minutes, I will give you a $100 Visa, prepaid Visa card. You know how many people would be on this call tonight? They wouldn't care about me. They wouldn't care about anything I had to say. They'd be focused on, you know, hurry up, buddy, get through your 1 hour, and then send me the prepaid Visa card. That's the reward. People want something for free. Now, the best way, and I'll close it off here and let Campbell say a few words if he's still on here. I can't see any of you right now, but I'll tell you this. Um, if you want to see a reward system work, study it with animals. And I'll give you an in-house example at my house. So I've got an 85-pound golden doodle. His name's Teddy. We go outside. Teddy loves to be outside. Doesn't want to be in the house. Loves to be outside. Teddy, come on, let's go. He's listening to me right now behind me down in the next level down. Teddy, come on, let's go. Come on, boy, let's go. Won't come in the house. So he doesn't want to come in the house. He just stands there and stares at me in the driveway or, in the backyard. One word, one guaranteed reward will get Teddy in the house. Teddy, he's staring at me with his eyes. Cookie. He's probably staring at me right now. Look, I'm in the great room. He's staring right now behind me, staring, looking up. Teddy, cookie. As fast as I say the word cookie, he jets right into the house. Why? Because that's what he wants more than anything in the world is a successful, guaranteed reward. And if you study all the business opportunities, when you go out there and take this priceless information I just gave you tonight that you'll never hear on any other Zoom call, unless they came here to learn it, go out over the next couple days, watch what's going on Facebook, look at the pitches, look at the business opportunity. Don't study. Don't take your time to look at it. Nothing to look at. But just look at the pitches. What you're seeing is all the same crap. Hey, I'm in this program. Hey, I'm in this program. Let me give you my link. Hey, first mover, shaker advantage. Boom, boom, boom. All the crap. There's no reward there. Look and see what the enticement, the irresistible offer is. The reward Reward. Look for the reward, and I guarantee you, you won't find many rewards out there. All right. The only real rewards out there that are, baiting people right now are you'll get this return on your money. Put your $1,000 in, and by the end of the month, you'll have $1,200 back. Whatever it is, right? It's the reward. So if there's a program that had a reward attached to it, people would be in all day long. If there's a $30 business opportunity that gave you a $100 prepaid Visa card just as a token of gratitude for coming in, there would be a million people in it, by the end of the month. Because everybody around the world could use free money that is well beyond and above the cost of getting in a business opportunity. It would be flooded.
You know me in numbers. Um, I think most of the folks on here might appreciate this, so I'll give you three lots of numbers. Since I started working with AI and then scaled it up and started working with Val, I've nearly earned $10,000 just looking at the system right now. So that's pretty good. The next set of numbers I want to talk about is my latest emailing sent out. 1,612 were opened and 119 clicked. Now, the reason why I'm telling you that number, because when they landed on my page, I actually ended up with 253 visits. I don't know where the extra 70 came from, but AI said it was probably people going back to the page. So that was interesting. So 170 odd clicks, 253 visits, and what was the number there? Hang on. The number was 8 registrations. So the interesting thing that I did there that was just a little bit different is because I found out some new data that about 70% of the people that we're mailing to through the system are on mobile devices. And what I had been previously doing was just sending out some really good emails out there with lots and lots of text in them. And then I made a switch to sending out a mobile ready image, like some of the images, the GIF files and that Val was sending. So you might want to consider that is getting yourself a nice impactful image that's mobile ready, because that ups the ante incredibly. Now, here's the really crazy stat. I got 100% click through. If I 171 clicks and got 253 visits, go figure. And, a whole bunch of sign-ups too. So the system delivers. What we've got to do is just tailor the way that we're offering people, like what cookie are you going to use? So it's taken me a while to figure that sort of thing out, but you'll get the benefit of that through the system as we do these calls with Val. So I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive. And most people are using their cell phones. I use my cell phone for everything. The only reason why I'm on my laptop tonight is because we're doing a Zoom call. I never use my laptop other than to sign into some back offices that I can't really see on my cell phone. But cell phone, I mean, we're living in a cellular society, so I love that image that you sent. Do you want to share screens? Do you want to see this, Campbell? Do you want to just kind of show that image you shared with me tonight? For cell phones, because people that are on cell phones, what he's saying is people that are on cell phones, which means a lot of them. The reason why many of the people are not gravitating to your offers in a lot of the cases, you might send them a link, and the link might be to a website that has 8 pages or 4 pages or a bunch of paragraphs, and not everybody has a lot of time to sit there and go to a website, a link, and read everything or watch 45-minute videos. Or so these are all scientific psychological things that have to be evaluated when looking at a business opportunity. What's the demographic? Well, the demographic for us is people using cell phones. I'm not saying you're on your cell phone tonight, but I'm saying when you're marketing during the day, people are at work. They said, yeah, I've had people say, hey, I'll check your link out. They never check my link out. They might have clicked on it and then they see, tons of stuff, just, oh man, I got to read like 4 pages and, 37 paragraphs. People don't want to do that. But Tracy, if you can give Campbell the shared opportunity possibly there. If you already haven't, that'd
No,
be great.
he's co-host. He can do it.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah,
I got my glasses off. I
look,
can't see. Go ahead,
we've
Campbell. Shit.
yeah, we've had lots of revelations along the way, but the most recent ones is the 70% mobile users. I wasn't ready for that because I spend a fair bit of time with Donna crafting some really good emails. You know, they're so good that I thought, well, if I got that, I would sign up. But they're word heavy. And what we discovered in the last few days is that people sitting there on mobiles, they're little screens. Are you going to read a word heavy text email, or are you going to be more inspired by a really good picture or an image? So here's the strange thing. I sent an email with just an image in it. That's it. And the image was linked. It had a big red button at the bottom of it saying click here. And we got that result
Can
with
you
just
show
an
it?
image.
Can
Oh,
you show?
no.
Do you have
It's
it
on
there?
another program though, Val. It's like
Oh, yeah, oh, it's got another program on it. I see. That's why
yeah.
he's marketing another program, so he's not going to show you. But we'll set something up in the back office. We'll put a few
You
things
can
back in the
imagine
back
that.
office so you'll be able to see that. But yeah, thank you for that. That's integrity there, where he's not going to show the another program that he's promoting. But he's got a cell phone on there, and he's got an image on the cell phone, just like just a nice graphic on a cell phone, like it's just a screen of a cell phone, and he's got a nice image on there, and it makes you want to move forward and go into the opt-in
Yeah,
part of it.
well, the takeaway for me, and it could be for everyone else too, is we've got to switch from text to imagery, especially if we're out there marketing now. AI is pushing everyone to imagery, and we're just getting it all day long. So when you just send an image in an email, just imagine that, just an image, and you just send it to someone. That'd have to be the weirdest thing ever. It was for me. I'm looking at it. Who's going to click on this? But like I said, 100 and what was it, 171 clicks, 253 visits to the site, and um, what was that, eight signups. So, I mean, I've never had 171 clicks and then 253 visits. I've never had that before. 171 clicks and maybe 50 visits, but not overage like that. That's just something new to me. And it was something new, just sending an image that's clickable with a big red button on it. Of course, you've got to create the image that is impactful and creates, urgency and curiosity. And that's it. So that was a bit of a weird thing for me, but that was the advantage of using Donna AI. We came up with this. Once we come up with the countries and how many devices were being used, bit of a game changer. Great.
And that's exactly why I use the small videos, because it's imagery, it's moving, it's motion, and there's something about going to a movie theater and watching a movie as opposed to reading a book. Reading a book is fun, but also watching a movie. You know, how many people are sitting in front of their TVs tonight watching NFL football or watching Netflix. They love to see moving imagery. They love to see storyboards. And this is why I think, just my own personal biased opinion, this is why 23-second videos, 46-second videos, 2-minute videos are far superior than handing people text chats and sitting there doing that. That works, don't get me wrong, but man, if you want to be in a text chat with me for 30 minutes and you're not getting my time, you're getting maybe 3 minutes of my time, and I'm going to tell you a little fib. I'm going to say I have to go pick up my kids at school, even though they don't go to school anymore. I need to get out of that situation. It's just really, it doesn't entertain me. It doesn't stimulate me. Video or go, graphic, like imagery, like is pictures are everything. And that's why people go to museums. They don't, they love to see things, it's a beautiful thing. Visual is everything. Visual will close, and it's just like some of you people love seeing your profile pictures. Some of you are very attractive. All of you are probably very attractive, right? People love seeing who you are. Just imagine having a Facebook page with no imagery on there. Game over. Doesn't work. So people that don't have profile pictures on Facebook, they get deleted. People that have profile pictures, they get cherished. And that's the way it is. So anyhow, guys, listen, I got to pop off. Kept you on here for over an hour tonight. We had this call recorded, I believe. So it's going to be fun, going to be exciting. We'll definitely share it with other people as well. For those of you that came out tonight, just popping in on a Sunday evening with very little notice, Really appreciate you being here tonight. Thanks so much. Have a great evening and look forward to seeing you at the top. God bless. Bye for now.